Welcome to ComicCast issue number 143, brought to you by Dwayne's World Comics and Games, 457 East Sullivan Street in Kingsport, Tennessee. They carry comic books, graphic novels, statues, toys, gaming merchandise, including miniature games, board games, and RPGs. Check them out, Dwayne's World Comics and Games, Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm just locking the camera on that. I'm looking like a freaking moron. My name is Boogie Bentley.
And I'm Adam Wade Adams.
I'm AKA David.
And this is Gaumer.
We are at ComicCastPod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, wherever you get social with your media. Also, if you're joining us live on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that like button, leave us a comment, and subscribe. You can also go over and hit that big fat share button and let everybody know that we are live on YouTube.
Why you got to fat shame the share button?
Yeah,
Dang,
man. The share button can't help it.
God, man, I'm about to just shut this down.
It's not fat, it's big bone.
Uh,
I know why you making fun of me.
Don't, man. You always go to the South Park stuff, and
I hate
good.
South Park. No, it's not.
But
It's
yeah.
terrible. It's horrible.
No, his voices. He does a very good.
Oh,
Impression,
you do a
but
great
it's not
impression
really
of a
that
terrible
hard.
TV show.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate
just
that.
drop it, man. Drop it. Good job, David.
Thank you.
You can also
How is
listen to the
everyone?
pre-show at patreon.com
yeah.
/ComicCastPod.
We're still doing commercials. My bad.
One of us is.
Collar and
I'm done.
elbow. Outright geekery.
This show is off the rails.
It's late. It's late in the day. It's way past my bedtime.
Hello.
and if you've
Oh
got
my God.
Not only is he a
Matthew
member,
Lane.
he's also a customer.
if you've
Matthew
got a
Lame is in the Matthew Lame. How about that? Matthew Lame. is in the live chat. What's up, buddy?
Ninja
Hey.
fingers.
Ah,
I
and if
didn't
there's
see
a,
you there.
if there's a Kmart still open close by, check out that ComicCast official apparel.
I shit my pants.
What? There's funny and there's annoying. Let's
Yeah,
find out.
it's off the rails now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and with Boogie, it's usually always the latter.
Here comes the attack. Here comes the attack. Someone
Oh!
makes a comment. Boogie gets attacked.
Great.
So,
Attack him again.
hello.
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 Hey.
Hi.
No, Matthew, we're not happy now, but thanks
I'm
for
happy.
being here.
I'm happy.
Oh, Ninja Fingers is Matthew.
Are you talking
Okay.
about that song by Trapped?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, no.
This is a horrible start.
It
Oh,
is.
is it?
It
We
is.
should record the last 20 minutes of you all just being obnoxious.
Well, you're
Stupid.
running
Yeah.
the show, so it must
No one else would have
something to do
understood
with
all
your
that stuff we
format.
were talking about, though.
I'm sure there was somebody in there that would have gotten some of them 80s references.
No, yeah, but whatever. Comic books.
All right, who's excited about what were we going to talk about first?
Oh, here
Anything?
comes the aggressive, angry Adam.
No, I'm trying to get down to brass tacks. I'm not being aggressive.
You're not mad.
Oh my gosh.
You're not mad at all.
I feel like last week's podcast was so good, so this one's just going to be straight garbage.
Right.
This one's already
That's
better
a
than
good-
last
That
week.
is a good positive way to look at things.
I don't set goals. That way I'm not disappointed when I don't reach them.
That's a
Let's-
good strategy.
Let's be negative. Let's just keep the vibes rolling here. Let's talk about
I hate everything. Is that work, Boogie?
well, that's what we're about to hear right now. Let's talk about Marvel. Let's talk about the week of Marvel, right? So
Okay.
their creators start tweeting out their names with this generic picture.
Well, I think it goes back further than that.
Oh, really?
Well, CB Cebulski, the editor or whatever, tweeted out that Star Wars was the last million copy seller that we've seen. Maybe we should try to do that again. I have an idea. ... And then
Yeah, the floodgates open.
Well, let's just go through this step by step. Did anybody get excited at that point?
when he did that, well, I mean, I was
No, not that point.
curious. I was curious.
Because
I was curious. That's a good
there was
word.
speculation about like it being a Star Wars reboot or something.
Well,
going
that's
on.
why. That's where curiosity takes you to make wild
Something
assumptions and guesses.
exciting.
Yeah.
Something exciting. That's why I
something
think they botched this.
interesting.
Yeah, but at this point, I prefer. It's like, oh, you post this image of a name. That's great. What about it?
It became annoying. Like I said,
what
the only
about
one
it?
I was excited about was Lemire because it was just his name. And
Yeah.
so then people ask him, so are you doing the writing and the art? And he says, yes. Well, that gets me excited. because he did the Century comic book and it was freaking great, man. It was so good. A character that so many people don't like, but it was such a good little mini series that he did on it.
Yeah.
So that got me excited. I like a shake up, and we all made fun of, what was it called? Fresh Start. We all made fun of that, but it's still kind of cool to shift creative teams around and give me something different. Give me a fresh start, if you will.
Ooh,
that's very clever.
A new start.
It would be like if Marvel, if they had posted like M. Night Shyamalan, or
that's kind of what they did.
But then everyone's like, oh, he's writing, and then it's later revealed, oh no, he's doing art for whatever.
What?
Like, can he do art? I don't know. It's like, well, I was excited, but now I'm unsure. It's like, tell us what the hell they're doing.
So
exactly. That's how
overall, it still created buzz. We were all talking. What does
that's
mean?
how it came out. Just here's a name and there's a name.
I stopped caring.
Yeah.
There's a name.
It got to be so many that I stopped caring. And I'm not sure if that's what Marvel's plan was, to give you so many that eventually there'd be a name that you liked. But then when you find out that, oh yeah, there's a name that I like. New Neil Gaiman's on there. George frickin' Perez, Walt Simonson. Yeah, I like this. What's happening? Yeah, what's happening? And then go ahead, Boogie. It's kind of a letdown because of what it actually is.
I was peaked at Eric Larson.
There you go. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be?
Okay, so now you've listed a couple that piqued your interest. Jeff Lemire piqued my interest. We're all talking about it. We're curious to see where this is going to go.
I mean, even I'm curious about it, and I'm on this anti-Marvel bin.
So then you get the announcement, and each one of these creative teams is getting one page to tell a story. In Marvel, what in the blue hell does Marvel number 1000 even mean?
All right, I think that is just arbitrary.
It's
because I also think it's petty. Because who's had the last two 1000 issues?
Exactly.
It's been
Action and Detective. And I think they're trying to take a little bit of that thunder away. They don't want DC Comics to have the highest selling single issue comic 2 years in a row.
So you make up a number 1000?
Yep.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, if they had kept with the numbering instead of going to like different reboots and then saying, "Oh, this is legacy numbering," Marvel in just a few years would have several 1000 issues coming out.
They are trying to make this coincide with their 80th anniversary. They have 80 pages of 81 page stories by 80 different creative teams, but still we're going to name it Marvel Comics number 1000. Why not name it Marvel Comics number 80?
Or Marvel Comics 80th anniversary.
Yeah,
special edition.
Exactly.
Matthew, everything they do is a cash grab. Everything they do. Yeah. They're in the business of making money. But I understand what you're saying. This is a cheap cash grab. This is trying to get so much shit that you can get thrown at the wall, and hopefully you're going to be excited about it and you're going to pick it up. But it is. People are. It's going to have 1000 variant covers too.
Oh, gosh.
Everybody's going to love this thing. And I'm not saying I'm going to hate it. I'm just saying it's a letdown after you give us all of these names and then say, yep, everybody's getting one page. Wait, what? One page? Well, how does that work for a comic book?
He's going to quit halfway through.
Two of us are, you might as well call us Marvel fanboys. I mean, I'm still reading Fantastic Four, and I don't even like it. But Marvel is putting out some good stories. They're doing some good things. But this is just a slap in the face to the people that are enjoying Marvel comics. So what do you think the people that hate Marvel are going to do with it?
Yeah, and exactly in the chat on YouTube, Jay Nunya, Marvel jealous. Yeah, I think they are a little bit jealous but it's their fault. They've been the ones renumbering things for 30, 40 years.
It's like David said, if they called it Marvel Comics, 80 years of Marvel Comics, something along those lines, and they didn't treat it the way they did, just announce it. You made it seem like something special, and all you did was piss people off.
No, I'm not saying it's not special.
It's not special, man.
You know, it is. It's
not. It's
cool to get these creators, that wouldn't otherwise be doing a Marvel book, to have their spin on a Marvel thing, but it's only one page of their spin on a Marvel thing.
It's like somebody does a splash page and they're done.
And even that, dude, even if we do get a full, page with panels, how is it going to be one coherent story? Are we going to get single one-page stories?
It's going to be a blow for blow.
And those rarely work, to actually tell something meaningful. So we're not really getting anything but a huge promotional piece.
It's like, think of Detective 1000. There was some good stuff in there, but name one story that stood out. And they were several pages. Now you're going to try to do that with one page. Good luck with that.
It's just not.
I almost think we should not even pick it. If somebody wants on this podcast wants to buy it. But I almost think we should not cover it on this show. I don't think we should throw Marvel $40+.
I don't think it's going to be that much.
Well, each. It's going to be at least $10.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be $12.99.
I don't want them to hit that number. I don't. This makes me mad, man.
Well, and you say that, and this is the initial shock, sure, but
I would not be mad if it was $10 and it was exactly what we're getting. It's the way they went about it that pisses
exactly. Me. You're mad at the promotion behind it. I get that. I'm willing to overlook that because it was kind of terrible. Because I'm still interested in seeing a lot of these stories. Walt Simonson, Jeff Lemire doing a single page of Marvel, that might be worth, not $10.
You're already changing your mind. You're already on the bandwagon.
I was always going to get it. I was always going to pick it up. No matter
what
I'll
buy it. I'll buy it too.
I know. But I understand how mad and bitter and upset you are, though.
Ninja Fingers in the chat. Oh, I'm getting it too. We'll all complain about it, but we'll buy it.
Exactly, dude. I think Marvel knows that.
Dang, yeah, Marvel.
What are y'all buying?
What are we buying?
Adam, are you alive?
He's like, I was reading this.
Thank you for joining this.
The Marvel Comics 1000.
Oh yeah.
Well, I really not know what we're talking about.
You bounced around so much, but you all will have to buy it because it'll be on the freaking book of the week. So I mean, we'll have to buy it.
It will. You're right.
It'll be me that puts it on there too. Is the best part.
Now, my favorite aspects of this are Al Ewing is sort of being the driver of things. He's got 4 or 5 of the single page stories himself. So it is possible that maybe this thing is going to be some sort of coherent, jumbled mishmash that actually leads into something else. And I mean, it is going to be a big deal. I'm not doubting that they're going to put a lot of promotion around this. CB Cebulski might be right. This might be a million seller. It's going to be a lot more than just comic book people who are going to be looking for this just because of all of the people they have doing it. They got TV people, legends, a lot of things going on. So I'm anxious to see what happens, dude, to the whole thing.
Cheers to Comics Podcast says it got me to no variants though. Is that confirmed? I thought
is that confirmed?
I thought there would be 20 variants for this thing.
Oh, I figured there'd be 80. They would keep with that 80 theme.
Yeah. You could still find tons of variants for the what was it, Detective Comics 1000? I mean, there's like a sea of them still out there you can get.
And that's not
what will that do to comic shops though if they put out a ton of these variants that are still sitting at Dwayne's World right now?
I'm not sure.
It depends on how much they're charging the comic shop for them.
Yeah. You think they overship this thing too?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. They'll do anything they can to sell 1 million copies, and I think that's going to include so many different amazing variants that we're just not going to be able to keep track of them all. And that's just the ones that Marvel, puts out. They're going to have the exclusive to stores and stuff like that, different websites.
The 1 in 500, the 1 in 250.
Well, you got to order 10,000. If you order 10,000 comics from Marvel, you can put whatever you want on there.
Cheers to Comics says that's not confirmed. He was saying
good.
He won't be buying any. So there'll be a bunch of them.
Dude, and yeah, Brian, I know Cheers to Comics. He's out in front of our Geekery. Dude, they're gonna put out if they put out a dope variant, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. Whatever Francis Manipool variant or whatever it's going to be. And that's what I'm hoping for. I hope they pull people from everywhere and do, honestly, as many damn variants as they can.
Well, I want to know what's the
Jim Lee variant. Wait a second.
Yes, Jim Lee variant.
What is the payoff? What is the payoff for this special in the long run? I mean, I know
it's 1,000 copies or 1 million
copies. Well, I mean that, but
it's a cash grab, man. Put all the money in my pocket.
The point, like, if there's a new book come out, they monitor book sales and things like that. Whether or not this writer is bringing in money to them or the whatever is bringing in money. So with this book, is this just like a one shot to get that or to like introduce all these creators?
Dude, you are thinking way more than Marvel is on this.
Yeah.
You're looking at the long-term picture. They don't do that.
Are you saying they don't have a long-term picture for this book?
No.
It's like a one-shot.
Then what's the point of it?
Money. That's it, man.
Well, then we should not put it on the poll.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it
don't put it on the poll.
That's
what
why
are
it
you
irritates
talking
me.
about? That's what businesses are in business to do. Is
Well, that's
make
fine,
money.
but that doesn't need to be what ComicCast is in business to do. Don't put it on the poll.
Well,
It's
what
not
makes
right,
me
it's
mad
not
though
wrong.
is you saying, oh, they look at sales, they look at this, do they? How many times have they rebooted Captain Marvel? How many times are you going to cancel a series because it's not selling and then bring it back with the same damn creative team?
Yeah, I don't know
Let's
how
use
that
our
works.
freaking again. Marvel's doing some good stuff, but they do some stuff that just makes me scratch my head. I don't understand it. understand it.
And this is one of them, but I'm still buying it. And I'm still talking about it. You know, it's going to be the book of the week,
I mean,
Adam.
in that I could be given, being playing devil's advocate here, but I mean, they could like cancel a book and then they want to put someone different on it, but they don't have anyone different, so they're like, well, just since they were doing it before, put the same people back on.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I mean, there could be like behind the scenes stuff going on too. For the reason. So that's why I'm wondering, what is the point of this stupid book? And if it's just a cash grab and bragging rights, then it doesn't belong on ComicCast, or in my opinion, in the shops, because it's pointless. Give me one book just by Eric Larson or Jeff Lemire. I don't need this.
Yeah.
There are 9 people listening in the live chat. Do us a favor, jump over, hit that like button, click the share button, share it out to all forms of social media. Let's see if we can grow that audience.
Yeah. Cheers to
double
Comics
figures.
also saying he's not buying it not at this price tag. I mean, what do we think?
What is the price?
I don't think they've confirmed the cost, but I'm thinking under 15. And I would say probably, what was Detective in Action? 10 or 12?
Yeah, $10.
I think this will be 10, but most likely 12. It'll probably be 12. It's Marvel. It'll probably be $12.
Yeah, it's going to be more expensive.
Yeah. But still, I'm getting that.
Let's,
You getting it?
Maybe we should do like Adam said and leave it off the book of the week.
There is a Marvel
there's a long
Comics
way to
number
August.
1 that came out in 1939, and if it ran consistently,
if
it had run consistently from 1939 to 2019, they'd still be 40 issues short of 1,000.
But not with annuals.
I'm not counting annuals. I'm counting.
That's stupid. That's like saying I started playing baseball when I was 4. So now all of a sudden I've been playing.
I'm an all-star.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? I've not played baseball for 20 years.
But that's legacy numbering.
You got to create a comic to put a legacy number.
Yeah, you're
on
not
it.
counting leap years either. I don't think.
Come on, bro. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Spider-Man: Far From Home.
If they were just doing it from like month to month, so.
Yeah.
All right, Spider-Man: Far From Home.
I was reading the chat. I got distracted.
Yeah, go ahead, David.
Should we do? Let's, man.
Are we spoiling it?
The spoiler ban is over. Avengers Endgame. I hate talking about it, but you probably should have seen it by now. You got to expect it. The trailer's out, so it's fair game. You've been warned. We're going to talk about it. So go, David.
I loved it when Batman showed up at the end and saved everybody with the Infinity Gauntlet. It's
Man,
my favorite
Superman
part.
died. That was awful.
I know. Wonder Woman came out. It was awesome.
She's like, you forgot to put me in that scene.
3 people.
No, it was cool. But I guess there's a multiverse now.
Yeah, I like it when it was revealed.
That's all I gotta say.
I like it when it was revealed that Nick Fury was actually the chameleon in Far From Home.
Is that revealed that there's a chameleon in Far From Home? There's a clip.
No, that's a theory I heard that nothing confirmed, but someone's like, what if it's not really Nick Fury, it's the Spider-Man villain, the chameleon?
Oh, that would be dope.
Yeah,
I'd watch that. I'm gonna watch it anyway. But there is a clip going around where Mysterio refers to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Earth 616.
Ooh.
And that's a travesty that needs to be fixed. If they can fix Sonic the Hedgehog, we can fix this shit, okay?
Yeah,
why does it need to be? What Earth does it need to be?
It's already been established as Earth 19999. And yeah, that's been consistent throughout. Like they had after Iron Man hit, they had an Iron Man prequel comic, and I'm pretty sure that's where it was established that MCU was its own thing.
That's when I graduated high school.
Yeah, on Earth 19999. So yeah, I'm really kind of perturbed about that. I'm over it now, but
I think the biggest thing is the Earth Mysterio was from.
He's from Earth 8 81. What did he say? 8164.
But it's the Earth of
81
the UK Spider-Man.
Yes, that's right.
309.
And they're
That's
in
exactly
Europe,
what I thought, David.
and they're in Britain. So that's cool. They're saying they're going to see the Britain suit, like the UK Spider-Man suit in this. It'd be all right. Everybody gets a suit.
Spider-Punk, huh?
You'll get a suit.
And
And
Everybody gets a suit.
Not
Did
the
you?
bees!
And
Not the bees!
the pops list the elementals as Hydro Man and Molten Man.
They do, but I still think they're figments of Mysterio's power. His
Oh,
power.
you don't think they're actual?
Rah, fight the power.
Well, even if they are, I still like the fact they're keeping the names consistent.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good thinking. But yeah, I don't know.
They
It's
just look like Scooby-Doo villains to me.
It's another Marvel movie. I mean, Endgame's going to make probably $3 billion before
It's gonna make how? It's gonna make how much?
$3 billion.
How much?
$3 billion.
How much did you say?
Probably $3 billion.
Say it again, buddy.
I know, Boogie. I think he's trying to say that he
But
said
it-
it was going to do
but
that.
I'm
it
never
only
right,
needs-
man. I'm never right about anything.
It only needs like
man, Avatar.
it only needs 2.8
Is that how I
to,
talk,
to beat
asshole?
Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Hey, it only needs 2.8 to beat Avatar, right?
Yes,
I think
it's
so.
2.8. It's at
Yeah.
2.4 in 15 days. So, yeah, it's very close.
Yay.
But yeah, it's a good movie, man. It's a good movie. I've known people who've seen it like 9 times.
That's a bit much.
Well, they need to go see it 6 more.
9 times.
9 times.
9 times. 619. Get low. Get
So
low.
we didn't even really talk about it after you guys went to see Endgame. So you liked it?
Yeah,
I don't
it was
think we
good.
even mentioned it.
Which
was
you
cool.
guys?
You
I
you and Gomer.
it
Me and
was
Dave
Oh.
talked about it.
It was cool,
Alright.
man.
I
It was
thought
all right. Everybody was like, "Oh, sad," and I didn't care. I mean,
Oh my
I'd already read the spoilers, so I had prepared myself.
there you
and-
go.
See, that goes back to whatever
I
you do your thing.
cried.
You do your thing. But to me, does that not take away from going to see the movie when
No,
you know
I-
everything that happens? Because
No.
you just said everybody was upset, but I didn't care because I already knew. So you took that away from yourself.
I still got choked up at the beginning. That's where I got most emotional with Hawkeye, and at the picnic, and he just
Yeah.
turns around and everybody's gone. That was rough for me.
I
If,
got choked up when everybody came back.
Damn, it sounded like you almost cried now.
yeah, dude.
That is freaking crazy.
No, some of the tropes I thought were kind of cheesy, but in this type of movie, they're expected to be in there. That it's a comic book movie, so
Sure.
So you can't be like, I wish they blew. If you don't want that, then you go watch some independent superhero movie or something. But I don't feel like if something prevents me from crying I don't want to be sitting in the theater sobbing.
Geez. Oh, geez.
I already had.
Why not, man?
I had
over there crying.
Well, one is I'm trying to watch a movie while my eyes are constantly watering. Another thing,
There's a thing called blinking, right?
Oh God!
Another thing, but not a tear.
I want my money back.
But you just, yeah. And
sorry.
wait, let me be Boogie. Oh, here comes the attack.
What?
That's what you said earlier.
3 people just went off on you, and it's Boogie.
Okay. All right. The thing about this movie.
That's what I meant. No. And the other thing is,
Let him finish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish.
yeah,
Shut up.
It's theater etiquette is that I don't want to be.
Have mercy, really?
If my nose starts running and I'm like sniffing or trying to
Hold back tears.
hold back or
Okay.
whatever.
Hey man, there's no cocaine use in this theater.
That's
All
why he
these
reads.
excuses just really mean you're
That's
dead
why he
inside.
reads spoilers, Boogie, because he doesn't want to cry in the theater to ruin everybody else's movie going experience.
What just happened? Is this real life?
Dude, it was fan service, but it was like fan service in the best possible way. There were so many callbacks to the rest of the MCU, and that's really what I liked about it the most. All the little things like When Black Panther tells Clint, to hand me that, hey, Clint, throw me that. If you remember last time Clint and Black Panther met, he's like, hey, my name's Clint. And Black Panther's like, I don't care what your name is. You know what I mean? So it was a throwback to that, just that one tiny moment. And that's really what I liked about it. That attention to detail is what makes a shared cinematic universe. This is a payoff, for all that investment we've done over the past decade. So
I love the fact that it took Thanos to beat some sense into the Hulk.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Hulk? I didn't really like it.
I like this version of the Hulk.
It's all right for me. He's nicer now.
That's
cool. He was taking selfies. Last time we saw him on Earth, he was literally destroying the cities in Brazil or whatever. And now he's taking selfies. So what a difference a major
and
Earth
dabbing
catastrophe makes. Yeah, and dabbing. Whatever.
Just weird.
Whatever. The whole thing is weird. If you really put it under a microscope, the entire MCU is just so broken. It doesn't work at all. But it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be fun and great and enjoyable. The same way as comic books. Comic books break, everything.
Yeah, so many people were talking about the plot holes and this, that, and the other.
Who
and
cares?
I see it. Like I left and I was like, well, wait a minute. With the Captain America stuff, I was like, how could he go back and grow old and that not impact anything? But yeah, at the end of the day, none of that really matters.
Exactly. It was
fun. It's funny. It's like, wait, that doesn't make sense. That couldn't happen. We're talking about people flying and using superpowers and time travel. But that's the problem.
And and it's fun to have those discussions when they're fun. But most of the time, it's like, dude, have you never seen the MCU? People just break down. Like, dude, I was just saying time travel is a bit confusing in this movie. Sorry. People writing charts and stuff. Whatever.
I mean, they didn't have Doc Brown and Marty taking them on a tour,
Doctor Who showed up at the end there in that big fight. Optimus Prime was there in that big fight at the end, All right, move on. Okay, grab this horse and get it back on the trail.
I was having fun, bro. Let's talk about Flash number 70. Let's talk about some more time travel.
Oh, gee. All right, this is me.
Oh, no. Are you upset?
Year 1, Chapter 1 for Flash number 70. The title is He Will Be the Fastest Man Alive. The writer was Joshua Williamson. The artist was Howard Porter. Colorist was Hi-Fi. The letterer was Steve Wands. Thank you, Steve. He did not get a shout-out credit in this issue. His name did not appear. I had to look it up. This is a Flash origin story, and it's not really anything new. That's my review.
What?
Hardworking CSI Barry Allen gets struck by lightning in a chemical lab, and he can do fast things.
It's really the truth.
He's got a big budget for shoes.
That's it. I almost felt like a lot of it was kind of just thrown in there just to say, hey, this was part of Flash's origin before. I'm going to make it part of it now because I'm, for some reason, doing Flash's origin again.
So were you mad?
Not really. What was I expecting?
You hyped this book so much.
I did. I was hoping Joshua Williamson, with all of the changes he's done to Barry Allen in the present, perhaps he would have a compelling spin on Barry Allen's origin in the past. Alas, that doesn't seem to be the case, except for the cliffhanger. There was a time-traveling cliffhanger.
I think that's it. I think you use this entire... It's like we talk about all the time with comic books. You tell this whole story and throw it out the window because none of it matters, because all that matters is this cliffhanger and where we're going from here.
Absolutely right.
Now, take that into account, and you're getting what you get. You're getting Barry Allen, the Flash. You're getting his origin story.
Yeah.
And the artwork from Howard Porter was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But there's just nothing there. But I still liked it. I liked it for what it was, but I was honestly expecting, like I said, some sort of new spin. Agreed. Howard Porter's art and even the design choices in a lot of these, the 2-page spreads, it had just a whole lot going on. You could really get a visual feel about how Barry was moving through the city. You know what I mean? And Howard Porter did that very, very well. But how about that first page, man? Where Barry Allen, the kid's looking out the window and it's pained, and you've got that picture, the Flash.
It's gorgeous art.
So good. Cheers to Comics says, not impressed. I was hoping I would jump on Flash after this. I would say give it one more issue. I would say if you want to jump on the Flash, try Flash 71. And I'm all in on this thing. I've been reading it since Rebirth. It is up and down. It's very up and down.
I jumped
some really
off
good stuff and some bad stuff.
I jumped off of Flash as an ongoing around the Godspeed stuff after that ended because it got really a lot weirder with the slow force and
That's when
all this
so
other
boring.
just weird stuff, and I just sort of jumped off. I think it also had a crossover at one time with something.
Batman.
Maybe, and I dropped. No, that was way before that button. Not the button, the other one. For whatever, Crisis. Heroes in Crisis. That crossover. It was way before that. But that would be my review. Cheers to Comics. This was not great. The art, perfect, but give it one more issue. I think the cliffhanger at the end is going to be the spin that makes this good. There you go. That's my review. Thanks, everybody. Next week.
I was going to say something else, and then you lost me.
Sorry.
Oh, well, we got 10 in the live chat, guys. Do us a favor. Make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
Notwing says, I'd agree. Flash has been up and down. I've stopped right before Flash War, which I heard was good.
Awesome.
I'm trying to remember what was Flash War. Wasn't that all the different forces? Wasn't that all?
Well, I remember there was like a whole bunch of the Flashes hanging out, and he even got there was a Flash Storm. They got everybody Flash powers, and they were like murdering each other.
But that was all going back to Godspeed, which was great.
Yeah, that was fun. They've even moved him over into that CW show that I don't
really.
Watch. Yeah, he's over there, dude. This season.
Oh my God!
I know, right? Good on Williamson. Remember when he was just an indie dude who was like, "Hey, I'm going to start writing for DC." All right, let's move on. Sorry, book.
Williamson, doesn't he write Nailbiter?
Yeah. Oh yeah, doesn't he?
Yeah. I just got the third hardcover. Oh, I need to read it. It's so freaking good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. Did anybody else read Flash?
I did.
Oh, did you have anything to say about it? Sorry.
It's the Gaumer and Boogie show.
The Boogie and Gaumer show. Adam's reading a comic as we're recording, so
I heard his feelings. It's okay.
I thought the artwork was all right. It's just a retread of the origin story, and I'm not 100% sure I'm on board yet.
There you go. Good review.
Give him one more issue, bro. One more issue. We got 11 in the live chat, guys. Listen, we're a small little podcast that nobody's ever heard of. Do us a favor. Share the link on social media. Go to Twitter right now. Share that link. Let's grow this audience. 11 is awesome. Thank you guys for joining us on a Sunday night. Let's move on to Star Wars Age of Rebellion.
Nailbiter was gnarly. Thrashshot. I think that's Eli. That Eli?
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for getting that in. Boba Fett #1.
Whatever.
written by Greg. You say Pac, I say Pack. Art by Mark Laming. I bet you say Laming. Colors by Niraj Menon. I bet you say Mignon. And letters by VC's Travis Lanham.
Travis Lanham. I love a good Lanham and Swiss.
This is going to be another pointless. This is going to be like your Flash review. It's another Star Wars one-shot. It's Boba Fett in a hunter's heart, and they're all just cut and dry, man. There's not a lot here. It's just it's Boba Fett hunting down another Boba Fett or another bounty hunter, and the one thing that was interesting, he comes back, he hunts this guy down, he cashes in the bounty, he's bringing him back, and he's almost getting cheered on by these people. They're like, "Oh, thank you for saving us," blah blah blah, and they're mentioning that he takes out bad guys and villains, and he's kind of like, "Nah, just do it for the bounty. That's it." But the interesting part for me, because as I was going through it, I was thinking, he does it for money. I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about the hunt. He does it for his
ride, David. He does it to make sure his whip's fat, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I had big problems with this.
Oh gosh, here we go.
There were some confusing panels in this. At one point, the two bounty hunters are hanging out, and the one dude's like, "No, I need your water," and he leaves them for dead. And then Fett comes up again to that guy who's left for dead. And he's like, "He went that way. Get him, Fett." And Fett shoots the dude, but then he didn't shoot the dude. Did you notice that?
Yeah, was that the bounty hunter he was hunting down?
I don't know what that shot was.
I thought he just shot him and then dragged him in.
There's another panel in there where Boba Fett kicks the gun away from the guy, and in the next panel, dude's holding his gun.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it was very inconsistent with the art, and that is unforgivable. Especially in a Star Wars book with Boba Fett on it. Come on, this is Boba Fett.
This is the other most popular character.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? That's what I wanted to talk about next. And there's not a lot in this book.
And this is the problem with this book.
Why is Boba Fett so...
Like all good Star Wars characters, it's because he's BA for a very short period of time.
We know so little about him. So little. But he has this cult following. He's just not a character that, oh my gosh, unpopular opinion, I just don't really care. I don't really care.
Yeah, we sort of know that Boba Fett is a scumbag. He's sort of a scoundrel bounty hunter, and that's all we should know. What is this book doing? Trying to redeem him a little bit? Where no, he's not really evil. He's just in it for the money or the bounty.
But is he in it for the money? Because the guy offered him what, 3 times the money, whatever it was, and he turned it down.
He's in it for the bounty. It's the honor of the bounty. Trying to honestly, are we trying to redeem Boba Fett? He put a man in carbonite and sold him to a slug.
I don't think they're trying to redeem him. I just think they're telling a story.
It's terrible. I didn't like it at all.
Oh my god!
I didn't like it. The art was brilliant in places.
Probably my least favorite. It was probably my least favorite.
I did not like this.
I didn't hate it.
I did not like. I didn't hate it. It's just a turn of phrase. I didn't care for it at all. Let me polish my monocle. It just rubbed me the wrong way.
You hating on Boba Fett ran everybody out of the live chat.
Dude, Boba Fett should have been better. Boba Fett should have been better. It's Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Let's move on. Eve Stranger, number 1.
Eve Stranger, that's me.
Adam, did you read Boba Fett?
No.
It was good, man.
All right. Eve Stranger is written by David Barnett, art by Philip Bond. Ava Dela Cruz is on the colors. Jan Eyre is on letters.
Thanks, Jan.
Yes, we couldn't read this book without you.
Hey.
All right, so this is one of the labels from the Black Label or Black Crown print from IDW. Starts off with a dream sequence.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. I think it does. The girl,
sure?
our Eve Stranger girl, she doesn't have like a long-term memory. So when these memories or these strange dreams come up, I
didn't know if they were dreams or not, though.
I didn't take it as a dream sequence.
I took it as a dream sequence because the next panel she's wake up and she's on a bed and there's like all this fun stuff. Guns, money, and all kinds of things.
But it seems like her memory is like sucked away from her or something.
Well,
can you admit that things are not very clear cut and it's kind of cryptic?
It is cryptic in some places.
Gaumer validating himself.
I just want to move on from me saying, was it?
I don't understand.
Eve Stranger is our main character. She's basically a hit woman. She has some kind of nanotech in her blood, and it affects her memory. Apparently there's people that are trying to kill her. She's like, I didn't order room service, and room service is here, and the guy's got a gun trying to kill her. Police come in. She obviously is leaving herself like notes and things from like before she had like these memory losses, and things she's kind of figuring out is 1, don't go to the cops, 2, don't go to doctors or hospitals, and we kind of find out why she shouldn't go to a hospital. She gets some blood taken, and the vial that the blood's in explodes.
Weird.
Yeah, which is weird. So
it's the nanites, man. It's the
nanites. But we go to another scene where I guess I don't know if they're investigators or some corporation or something, but they have a pill delivered to them, and the boss man tells the assistant to swallow the pill, and basically I guess it's the nanites are taking over, and it's like, oh, you've been. Thank you for taking the Eve Project pill.
I'm Superman.
Validated and all that. I don't know if it gives you superpowers, but
it gave him something.
It was telling him things.
He seemed excited about it.
It was giving him data, and if he there was a clause in the clause when this computer voice was saying, if you reveal information, we'll terminate your contract. And terminating your contract basically means your head explodes.
Love it.
Loving
nice.
it.
Does it though?
But Eve, Eve's checking out like her bank account. She has unlimited funds, so the first thing she does is she goes.
I don't even know how that would work.
I don't know either.
That would be great.
But
it's unlimited.
It was unlimited credit.
Unlimited credit.
That's what I need.
But she buys a motorcycle and some other stuff, and obviously she's got a tell. It's like, she's on the move. And we go to a facility, the Eve Project facility, and the lady there is basically putting the services of a no questions asked, plausible deniability assassin up for bids, and the minimum bid is $10,000, so maybe unlimited funds is possible, depending on how many she's killed.
But they're not really. I don't know. The story here was kind of not very clear cut for me. It wasn't straightforward enough for me to know what's going on. Maybe that's part of it. Like the mystery is like, hey, you don't really know what's going on, but there's stuff going on.
I think like after every time she does a job, she loses her memory because apparently she has to complete certain tasks and and receive injections to, I guess, mitigate the nanites in her blood. But she travels from New York City to Miami. She rescues some billionaires' kids, all the meantime killing all the kidnappers and having all kinds of fun stuff. And I think she has another flashback because the man with the beard and a teddy bear is there.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm thinking it's a flashback or a memory, but and then there's a backup story. Eve Stranger, the ace reporter.
Well, hold on. I think you're missing like a big part of the first story, though. Because like that whole time when all that stuff you said is happening, there's like these insets that are telling Eve like what's actually going on, but are also very cryptic. It's like there's two stories going on. It's her having all this fun, but someone else also telling her like what's going on.
I think it's,
but not in.
I'm kind of thinking like the insets you're talking about are her notes to herself, before she loses her memory.
I think a lot of this is you guys are trying to break down what it is.
It's only one issue.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Just calm down and enjoy the ride, man.
Well, I don't know if I enjoyed the ride because I didn't know what was going on.
But that's the selling point for me on the book. It was the mystery of what was going on.
It was weird.
Okay, well, I'll continue talking about the main story first.
Oh, please.
Oh my gosh, I thought you read the whole book to us.
Well, there's a backup story that's kind of funny too.
It was okay. The backup story.
Was trash.
It made it more confusing. It made what was going on more confusing to me.
But if you continue to read the backup story, she's actually making references to other Black Crown books.
Yeah.
So,
like inside.
But you have to read those. You have to read those.
Well, that's a huge mistake.
Yeah, because one of them is Punk's Not Dead. It was I kind of automatically took it as Punk's Not Dead.
Punk's not dead.
Punk's not dead. It's just being bred in captivity. But
did you read this, Adam?
Yeah, it was nothing new. It was an assassin book or a book about an assassin who doesn't remember anything, and they're just cloaking everything in mystery and giving convenient amnesia, what I call it, just to make it even more mystery. It had nothing to interest me in continuing to read it whatsoever.
That's exactly how I feel. Thank you.
Well,
wow, you need that validation again.
I could tell that he disliked this, and I could tell that he would see the same things that I saw.
Every time we read one of these books,
the tropes were way out there, and it did feel like
put it on a pull list.
No, I'm not putting it on my pull list. Oh, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back on the list. Congratulations. Gaumer gives you a little tickle, and all of a sudden you're back. I'm happy again.
Look at me. I'm Boogie. Man. Put it on the pull list.
You've been sitting in your corner pouting for 30 freaking minutes. Gaumer throws you one little bone, and all of a sudden you're back.
Oh, my God.
He's back. Oh,
he's like
you've been pouting. Look at me. I'm Boogie.
Keep going, man. Keep going. This is
keep going.
Yeah, it's great.
I love books that trample old tropes and don't tell you crap. I love it. Put it on the pull list.
I'm sorry your minimal brain couldn't comprehend the story.
Oh, no.
Like mine and David's could.
Oh no.
You ever heard of work smarter, not harder?
About this book.
David's trying so hard to be serious.
Was the artwork, because I felt familiar, and then I did a little research on who Philip Bond was.
Yeah.
And he did Tank Girl back in the 90s.
Oh.
And then on the 8th page.
He rested.
Yes.
Yeah, the problem I had with this book was just about everything. I didn't like it at all.
Oh my God.
I will say the art actually reminded me of Paul Pope a little bit.
It's okay.
A little bit.
I'm interested enough to see where it goes to pick up issue 2.
Oh, there you go.
So
there you go.
yay!
Great review.
So
I'm glad you enjoyed it, David.
So David says,
Actually,
put it on the pull list.
Put it on the poll list.
I was actually surprised on how well it did in the poll.
It's because the writer retweeted it. That's why.
I know, but at one point in time, this only had like 9%, and then all of a sudden, it's like in second place.
Yeah, because he retweeted it. Then I sent a bunch of text messages and got people that don't read comics to vote, so it wouldn't win.
I know why.
Moving on to excellence number 1.
Put it on the poll list.
Put it on the pull list.
No, you know what? This isn't a put it on the poll list. This is I was intrigued and enjoyed it, and I'll say that I'm going to read the review copy next month, and then I won't. So it was good. It was good, not great. I expected to hate it. I put the camera on Adam for him to talk, and now I'm talking.
Yeah, okay.
I expected to hate it, but it hooked me from the beginning, man. I was interested in it. A lot of times, David's books I check out from the beginning.
Well, that's fair, and that opens up a whole new realm. He hates everything you ever pull for the pull list.
Me?
Yeah, he does. He hates it.
I hate David's or David.
Keep pulling that black crown.
Oh my gosh!
Sounds like
can I do with excellence?
I would love for you.
Dang,
all
man.
Right,
sorry, we're talking.
One.
I'm sorry.
Brandon
Is this Adam's
Thomas,
show? Do you want me to mute it?
Carrie Randolph and Emilio Lopez. Letters by Darren Bennett. So this book, the main character is Spencer Dale, son of magician Raymond, or Spencer Dale's son of magician Raymond Dale's. Yeah. Spencer started learning magic at age 4 and became a member of this group called Aegis, which is it's like a secret society, but it's also like the skyscraper of sorts. And it's these people who do black magic to help other people achieve their potential who may not do it on their own. Essentially, in a way, molding the world. If someone has a potential to be president, they go and make this happen using their magic.
They're like Cupid, but for everything.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Exactly.
Cupid, like for love, but
they're like
for love
Cupid
for
with
everything.
a magic wand. And they all seem to be
More like guardian angels, I thought.
They're the tooth fairies of success.
Are they though?
Are they?
So when
really
Spencer
say that?
turns 15, he takes what's an Aegis assessment, which is a test to test his skills and see if he's ready to be part of the Aegis or Aegis group. And he succeeds, bonds with his father, and then his grandmother becomes ill or something, and that's the cliffhanger the book ends on. Man, I don't know about this book. I feel like they tried very hard with the art to make Spencer look like Michael B. Jordan.
Oh my gosh, you're spot on. I kept thinking that through the whole book.
And the whole thing, and I did not want to get into this. I did not, but I have to just say it.
Oh, do it! I can't.
He's going to say exactly what I'm thinking.
There's an obvious race thing going on.
Yeah,
because the whole thing is it was a certain demographic of people through the whole book, and I was like, that's fine. You know, Milestone was a great comic book company, great comics. Made great characters with Dwayne McDuffie, did great characters with Milestone. It worked. But the thing is in this book, when you had that demographic and then they go for this assessment and it's like a room full of white people. It's like, what the hell? What is going on? I don't know. I was looking, I was like, is there more to this, or is there like a class structure? And I don't know. I thought there was more being said there, and I just wasn't figuring it out.
I'm not sure,
but it's something. It's like
you're not sure. You don't want to say.
No. I'm not sure that it was purposeful what he's saying in that moment, but there was definite. I think it said so in the solicit about this having a racial and societal messages in there in the writing, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I didn't really pick up on it as much as I think Adam is suggesting it was there, but I mean,
I felt
probably
like it was blatant.
Yeah.
I don't know, but as far as the story goes, I mean, race aside, as far as the story goes, it was, I would say it was kind of a basic story.
Yeah.
A son estranged from his father. The son just wants to make his father proud. You got some Harry Potter stuff in there. Whoop did he do? An interesting premise that you have this society that helps people, kind of helps push people to where they need to be. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything that blew me away, or even had me excited to see the next. I definitely do not care what happens in the next issue.
I thought they threw some good ideas out there for a first issue, like the family stuff that you talked about, like legacy and expectations, and this father-son dynamic was good, but it just drug on for so long.
And they numbered how long it dragged on.
Going back to Eve Stranger, like on Eve Stranger, I feel like I got to the end and it was like, I want to read more. Like, I want to know what this is. This, I got to the end, I was like, finally, this is over. Like it went, and I feel bad saying that, because something that I do think is when you read that little blurb or article, whatever you want to call it, at the back of the book, I think that the creative team really put their heart into this book. And I get what Adam is saying, and I kind of agree with the race thing. It's kind of like, but you can tell it's something this artist is passionate about. I don't think he's trying to. I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like, no, I don't want to say reach a certain group, but I think he's just telling his story, and that's okay. That's okay. It might not be for me.
That's what an artist should do,
right?
That's okay, but you got to be prepared to reach only a certain niche,
right? 100%.
Yeah. But I would say this is with the thing about Michael B. Jordan being said. I hope maybe this does get to him, and maybe they do, because I could see this becoming a movie. I could see this happening as a movie, and it would probably be a good movie.
That's actually the problem I had with it. It felt like it wasn't really a comic. It felt like it was written just to become something else. Where it was fast,
why it drug out so long, because
where it was fast
so much.
Where it was fast, like you said, building up all through the years, that part felt like it should have been slow. And where it was slow, like him going through this battle and it going on for 4 pages, that felt like it should have been faster. It just felt like it was weird.
They did it like a montage.
Yeah, it didn't carry
the montage.
It didn't carry through the themes for me. And even it just being like a hip modern day sort of Harry Potter, it didn't work for me, man. It didn't work. I didn't like it. I'm not going to continue reading it.
Yeah, I'm not reading another issue either.
Yeah.
David, what'd you think?
It felt really confusing in places.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to pull off some kind of Doctor Strange thing. And I just didn't think it worked.
Yeah, like from the movie where he's sort of like the fish out of water.
Yeah, because he's like running up buildings and there's like multiples of him, and it's just
dude, they didn't explain any of that. They didn't
have any explanation for that.
But the thing about it is they didn't explain any of it halfway through the book. If they had these magicians displaying this awesome, cool power that they ended up having by the end of the book at the beginning of the book and just made it part of the premise, it would have been better. And then they throw in, oh, by the way, we're the tooth fairy. We make sure everything goes right when you lose a tooth. When shit goes bad, we make sure it goes good.
BT Dub.
It's just weird to me. It just was all thrown together.
Because the kid, when they think he's not as powerful as his father, or he's losing magical potency or whatever.
And that was all thrown together too.
That
they
was
didn't
all
really give
together.
any
He needs to go to remedial magic class.
Yeah, you need to go back to your OWLs instead of your whatever Harry Potter.
It's like Adam Wade Adams going through puberty. It was confusing in places.
Did you notice how much time they spent with the wand? They spent like a half a page talking about, oh, this is a wand and you'll get your dad. Why the wands?
Yeah.
Early in the book, it says that wands cannot be created without permission. So I guess it was created. It's a legacy.
But they didn't get in there. They didn't get in it.
there's a lot of things that they don't explain in the book, and it
glanced
was
over it.
very confusing.
But like Boogie said, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. They just were like, hey, look, there's
poorly
an
executed
thing.
it.
Hey, now go look at this other interesting thing. Now here's another one. And they're like, no, tell me more about the first interesting thing, because your universe sucks unless I know what's going on in it.
If it was up to me, they wouldn't have wands.
Okay.
Like that place that you go with and they give you the wand. What's it called? Magic.
Ollivanders.
Yeah, it's
No.
Ollivanders.
Ollivanders. That's in
Magic.
Harry Potter.
No, the it's like an arcade. It's magic something.
Oh,
Magic Quest. That's it.
I have my wands. I still have my wands.
Oh gosh, that's all it kept reminding me of. Let's move on. Let's get into some random. What?
It's like the last.
Ollivanders. Not Turn Alley, dude.
I would never thought we had gotten to Magic Quest in this podcast.
Dude, as soon as I saw him running around with that stupid wand, that's what I was thinking of.
Just knocking little toddlers out of the way.
So true, man. So true. I got to get my experience points. Because if I get more experience points, I've got bragging rights, I guess.
Dang, I should have had my wands up here for this review. Dang it.
Random reviews presented by
got a light up wand.
Check out our latest sponsor. I say that they've been our sponsor for like 6 months. CollarNevilleBrand.com. Use the promo code ComicCast at checkout to save 10% on the latest and greatest professional merchandise you could possibly want. I don't even know what I just said. Links are in the description. What's on Gomer's pile?
I just had a couple of things this week. I didn't read much for some reason, but very big surprise. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #6, Tom Taylor and Wonka Ball. This is still my favorite Spider-Man comic, and this might be up there for issue of the year for me.
Ooh, gosh, I'm gonna have to buy that.
It's really weird, dude. I'm gonna spoil the hell out of it, so don't worry about it. It opens up with Spider-Man getting beaten by Doc Ock, and then a new character called Spider Bite. It's a 9.5-year-old Spider-Man shows up, right? And then they have this amazingly drawn adventure going up against the Sinister 60. And there's a brilliant 2-page spread of all of these 60 Spider-Man villains, dude. And you're just like, what is going on? What is happening?
Are they alternate versions? Or
no, dude.
Are they over 60?
No, it's just
that would be great.
This regular aged. It's just there's 60 of them. And this is you guys are going to feel terrible because this is the kick in the feels. It turns out that it's Spider-Man visiting a terminally ill kid in the hospital. And it's like a Make-A-Wish thing. And he's going on this imaginary adventure with this kid. And it was just so great, man. It's very original and written well, drawn well. A lot of cool design choices. And just came out of nowhere. Just a really cool hit in the feels. I loved it.
And now it's spoiled for me. I don't have to read it.
Good. You can still it's still fun to read.
You rated $1.99?
No, man. $8. This is Marvel Comics 1000. Murder Falcon #8 by Daniel Warren Johnson. It wraps up the series. Again, a very touching ending to the series for metalheads and people who have ever been passionate about, that sort of music. Great variant covers, very cool characters. It's impossible for me to explain it in a heartbeat, like I have here. But that wraps the series. This is going to be a really cheap collected edition. Go get it. Go find it. If you've ever enjoyed heavy metal music, yes, it's awesome. I love it. It's great. Pick it up.
Is it similar to that Jack Black video game?
No.
No.
Didn't we read the first issue on the podcast?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
And it sucked.
It got better from the first issue
Yeah.
in terms of if you like heavy metal. There's a touching human story there too, like all comic books really have to have. But you kind of have to like heavy metal music.
There's humans.
Humans.
What about you, David? What'd you read this week?
All right. I guess this is picking up a new story arc, Gunning for Hits #5.
Whoop, whoop.
Martin is trying to promote Slade's new album. Brian is becoming a druggie. Diane walks out, and everything just goes to hell in a handbasket.
Dude, no. What's his name's plan to make Slade's new album a million seller or it's brilliant for this comic book. He's going to murder the dude so that his music becomes better.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, they were talking about the John
awesome.
Lennon John Lennon's last album.
It was terrible, but it still sold a whole lot
because he died.
Because he died. That's what he's going to do. He's going to have this dude, and that's what his former job. He used to be an assassin who now works in the record industry in the 80s. Dude, this book might be best series of the year, man. A debut series, that just started. It's so good, and it's under the radar, man. I don't think anybody's reading it.
It's great. I love it.
What is it called again?
It's called Gunning for Hits.
Gunning for Hits.
Gunning for Hit. And what number is it on?
Number 5.
Okay, so it's not at like trade yet.
No.
Soon. I think the first 4 issues will probably be put in a trade.
I don't know. I think
you should be able to still find them back.
I think it's 5. Yeah.
Yeah. My shop might have all of them. I might go pick them up then.
It's wonderful. Read it.
Ronan Island, number 3. The Islanders go to the mainland. One recounts a touching story about the last time they were on the mainland, and that Kishi's father rescued them before the great wind struck, because it was a very sad travel. And then they find the Shogun, and the Shogun's basically like an idiot teenager who decides to go and have a picnic, and the Bouillon or whatever.
Yeah.
The Bouillon are surrounding him, and they charge the Bouillon, rescue or kill the Bouillon, and meet the Shogun. And he's like, "Did you bring my pears?" And it's like, oh my gosh, this guy's a tool.
Yeah, this book's losing me, man. I'm not a fan anymore.
I think it needs to pick up. I'll give it one more issue.
There you go. Somebody
Black...
dies next issue.
I hope so.
Issue number 4. Oh, I hope so.
Black Hammer number 10.
This is Age of Doom, right?
Age of Doom. Lucy's getting the team back together again because the anti-god is back.
Nice.
Or at least in this pocket reality or wherever they're stuck in, the anti-god is back or coming. And they're getting the team back together. There's a bunch of touching reunions. I especially love the reunion between Barbalian and Gale.
Nice.
He's the one that brings her back or restores her memory enough where she remembers to say the word.
I need to read this. I need to catch up on
you
this.
You are missing out.
Oh my gosh, yes you do. What the heck?
You are missing out. This was basically Lucy going around trying to get everybody back together to fight the Anti-Monitor, and then Lucy gets teleported away and meets Dad in the Hall of Hammers or wherever that place is.
Nice. Hall of Hammers sounds like a cool place.
This was probably the best issue since they changed the name to Age of Doom. Nice. So freaking good. It felt like all the story building up to this point paid off. There was a full page where Lucy was trying to remind Abraham Slam exactly who he was, and there was just a 1-page layout of like all these memories throughout from the original run. God,
and Abraham was kind of pissed about that, kind of like the way Peter Parker was pissed at the end of Age of M, House of M.
Oh man, I love Peter. Don't get me started on that moment.
Because Abraham was like, "Man, damn, you gave me back all my memories. Now you should have just left me alone because at least I could have lived with myself."
Oh man, I love Peter Parker at the end of House of M. It's my I love it because you feel so bad for him, dude.
House of
That's a great read. That's
it.
Actually, side note, Boogie, since we're on this, you just read all the new Avengers from Bendis. That's what you should pick up from Bendis next, House of M.
No. I've not read it all yet. What I'm doing is, if you would listen when I talk, but I know you don't. It's okay. It was a joke, man. Calm down.
Oh my God.
I'm freaking nuts, man.
Oh, there goes the attack again.
What I'm reading is New Avengers and then all of the events along with it that Bendis did. So House of M is coming up pretty soon.
Oh, I love it.
I've got it. I'm glad you didn't spoil it.
I won't. All
right, I've got 48 books to get through. So
are you serious?
Let's jam through these real quick.
Holy shit.
I did get caught up on Champions number 5 from last week, which was labeled as a War of the Realms tie-in, but it really wasn't. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. I know that doesn't make sense. It was kind of focusing on the current status of the team. And it was pretty emotional issue, man. It was good. This team is in disarray. And then Cyclops shows up, and there's some good stuff with him and Ms. Marvel, almost like a passing of the torch, which was cool. I also read Black Hammer 45 number 3, which was from last week. Jeff Lemire, Ray Fox, Matt Kent. This is great. This is so good. It's just
that was real good.
It's just a World War II adventure. You could take Abraham Slam and just throw him out. You could throw all the Black Hammer stuff out, and I would still love this. And yes,
David.
I do dig Matt Kent's.
David said
artwork.
it was real good.
Shazam number 5, another freaking consistently good book. It's not the best thing I read every week, but it's fun. The kids are all scattered out throughout the Magic Lands, and it just opens up the artwork. The artwork is so good. You've got Jeff Johns on this book, and it's coming right off the movie, and nobody is even talking about it, which is kind of surprising to me. I also read 3 Batman books this week. 3. I asked my wife, I was like, could you read 3 comic books about the same character and keep them separate? But we laugh about Marvel and all the Spider-Man books, but DC's doing it too with Batman. Detective 1003, I've been digging it since Tomasi took over, and I like the Arkham Knight story. I don't know if you guys just bailed after that first issue. You get the reveal in this issue. It's anticlimactic. Even Damian Wayne's kind of like, you took your mask off, but I have no idea who you are. So
yeah, right.
Batman Who Laughs number 5 was freaking amazing.
I'm halfway through.
Oh, yeah.
I read it on the toilet this morning, but my kids were burning breakfast, so I didn't finish it.
It's good, man. It's so freaking good.
Bruce is losing himself. That's the best part.
I still hate the red text on that.
I do. I hate the red and black text.
If I read it in the bed at night with just a lamp on, I can hardly see it.
You got to get like a glare, like turn the book, like it's interactive.
It's lenticular.
Right? Sorry, Boogie. I'm going to comment on your book.
Comics Mystic Plane says the notification didn't work. What the heck, YouTube? What the heck?
Oh, well. He's here now. That's what counts. We missed you.
Okay. That's all I got, man. That's
48 books. You mentioned like 4.
I know. That's a lot for me, man. It'd be like Adam doing 1 book.
He's got at least 1, right?
What?
Hey, Adam, you want to join
us?
Like,
what?
What? I Boogie going through his 57 books?
I thought
it was 4, and it took me the time it took David to get through 2 pages of his book. So,
dang.
What?
I stand by my review.
I could read the comic faster than your review, bro.
That's nice. Mighty Mascots, check it out. Alterna Comics. It's a fun book. You got these mascots.
He sounds mad in his review.
He does.
It's a
stupid.
It's basically like knockoffs.
David will do it. Don't worry.
Of 80s mascot, like commercial mascots, really.
Ad icons.
Yeah. Look at that.
Take your phone off vibrate, man. Anything else, Adam?
Who wrote it?
I was just trying to help you, Adam.
No, I actually thought you were going to mention it earlier.
I was going to save it for you.
I was going to jump in. I didn't know you were going to do that because I was ready to jump in after you mentioned it. But
well, I didn't want to take all the thunder.
Just most of it.
Well,
I'm sharing my hammer.
It's written and lettered by Keith Gleason and art by Ian Warianto and Anton Bandy. But I mean, it's not only do you have mascots, at one point you even have these robot mascots that combine into this giant robot. So you get like a Voltron gimmick as well. It was actually just a fun book, and I actually looking forward to issue 2 of this more than of Excellence.
I really like a lot of the throwbacks to like the 70s and 80s TV commercials. We had like the cavity creeps, like we make holes in teeth, and we had the Colgate people who live in that fortress of teeth show up. And it's got like a Gary Coleman-esque character who's the one that commands the Professor X of all these mighty mascots.
And probably my favorite, one of my favorite alternatives is that it came out on a Wednesday, which you just get multiple short stories. And our boy Wes Loker is on that, and Midnight Mystery as well. Wes Loker's still at it at Alterna Comics, Boogie.
He's the Travis Lanham of Alterna.
That's it. That's it, man. But that's all I got.
Let's get into the outright geekery. Book of the week.
Blew that load early. way early.
Oh God!
I wish the podcast I listen to did that. It'd be great. Make me happy.
Yeah. All the podcasts should
Geekery.com,
do
your
that.
one-stop shop for news, reviews, previous podcasts, everything geek at your fingertips. Gomer doesn't do it, but somebody that works for him does. Outright Geekery.
It's on my business cards. I won't do it.
I'll just get somebody who will.
I'll get someone to. Yeah, man. When are y'all gonna do more talking Vols again?
Oh gosh, man,
Damn
this is the wrong podcast to bring that up in. They're gonna get
Damn
mad.
it! Come on, man.
What are y'all gonna do? Hey,
When y'all gonna
about-
talk about
I
football?
want that.
Come on, it's
foosball.
summertime.
Gosh.
You know the Vols are playing.
Talking Vols will be back
Hey,
once fall
you
practice
gotta-
I'm
starts.
just playing.
Gosh, shut up.
I love the Vols.
I love Adam Wade Adams shirt. Oh wait, that's red. That ain't orange.
Oh yeah.
Talking Vols
Hey,
will be
Kool-Aid.
back once fall practice starts. Thank you for asking. My gosh.
Y'all don't do swim meets?
Fall practice? Aren't they supposed to be up and running? Get up off the ground. Stop
What
falling.
about Vols
Shut
baseball?
up. Batman and the Outsiders #1. Sweet Moses. I'm sorry they like talking Vols more than they do this train. I have no idea why. I have no clue why.
I like talking Vols. I'm gonna start my
yeah,
own podcast talking Vandy.
Man, I don't know what that coach is doing.
Conversating Commodores.
David,
Oh, dude, that's actually a good name.
that
for
was
that
your
podcast.
cue, David.
That was my cue. Okay. So the book of the week is Batman and the Outsiders #1, written by Brian Hill. Dexter Soy is on the art. We got Veronica Gandini on colors and Clayton Cal on letters.
Clayton.
Clayton, couldn't
We
read
love
this
you.
book without you, Clayton.
We love you.
All right. Just okay. I don't follow Detective Comics that much, but I thought the Signal's name was Duke. Why do they call him Jeff in this?
That's Black Lightning is Jefferson. Duke is the Signal. It's two different characters. Does somebody
Okay, 'cause-
else need to do this review?
Dude, you've ruined it already.
I'm
It's like you have
sorry.
no
I don't
idea.
follow.
He's like, I gotta
don't follow
reread this. Hold on.
I don't follow this, but they kept bringing up, like, in the conversation between Bruce and the Signal, he was calling, I was like Jeff. I'm like, I
No,
thought
the
it was
conversation was
Okay.
between Bruce and Black Lightning. That wasn't
Ah.
Duke.
Duke. That wasn't Duke.
Black Lightning came in
my
in
goodness.
Brian Hill's Detective Comics run.
Then I
And
am all confused.
Bruce
Right.
Bruce was kind of like, hey, I need you to look after these kids and be a teacher to them because
Be a mentor.
basically I don't have time to do this is what it was.
Yeah.
Can you make it through this?
I don't know if I can. I don't
think
follow
you got
Detective
it now.
Comics enough.
And then Batgirl shows up. No, that's Orphan, bro.
That's I realize that there's more than one Batgirl. This
That's
is
not
Cassandra
Batgirl.
Cain.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And
She good.
Katana is somebody altogether different who I barely know. And the only thing I know about her is that her sword has some magical properties and she can commune with her husband.
You got it. You're there.
Yay! Thank you. All right. So the book starts off in Los Angeles. We've got a father and a daughter in a car ride. They're kind of talking. And the car gets wrecked by some dude who's just like, I'm going to stand in the way of this car. Let me pick up this man and choke him to death with light shows.
That's what happened. You're right on the
That's
money.
what happened. Then you know the assailant picks up the daughter and he's like, and usually my touch is deadly to people. So let me see if this works. He throws the daughter into a tractor trailer full of fuel, and the fuel explodes. And then we jump to Gotham, and I guess Mr. Torg would be happy because there's explosions. We have our heroes fighting a villainous gunman called St. John, and the Signal's like, I want to make a move, and Black Lightning's like, no, you can't make a move. Don't make a move. We're a team. And they take out St. John, and Black Lightning's admonishing Signal for not following orders, and then. Now that I got this Jeff and Duke thing corrected, it's it makes sense now that
Oh my god.
Black Lightning are having a conversation with Bruce Wayne regarding the team and the dynamic of the team, and Bruce is telling him, well, I need you because you got to be a team. Got to have trust in your teammates.
He's like, you're the signal. You're the youngest guy. Nobody likes you, but you can lead the team, man. Come on.
I was like, why is he giving like the new guy the lead?
Called him Jeff. It was so weird.
I was like, why is he giving the new guy the lead?
I mean, there's a lot of hints there, David, that should have led you to believe that.
I don't read Detective Comics.
Bruce just
the last time I had any inkling about the signal was when he was not the signal, and it was We Are Robin. That's about as much as I know about this character.
We Are Robin was cool.
We Are Robin was the shit.
Dang.
Yeah. Tell us how you feel.
Last time I had an inkling was when I found that baby squid.
Whoa, inkling.
Did you swallow it live?
What else happened in this book?
Did it tickle your esophagus?
And they go on an adventure.
Well, Batman, he starts this investigation about the death of the man in the car who we learned to be Gabriel Ramos. Now, the Signal and Katana have a conversation, but they fight it out with swords.
No.
Or is that Black Lightning too?
That's Black Lightning, dude.
Okay.
Just Gomer with the no.
Okay, so Black Lightning and Katana are having
people in the live chat.
Adam just giving me the book of the week for a book I'm not following.
You should have told us. Somebody else could have taken it.
Yeah,
man.
dude, no, I think you're doing great. I think you're doing a great job.
All right, but okay.
That's pretty much it.
I pretty much no. I did make notes, so I can now change things. Shit, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Batman's investigating
I dare you to make
the death
fun
of Gabriel.
for pronouncing Bifrost wrong.
Yeah, the Bifrost.
Bifrost. So Black Lightning are having this discussion.
The Bifrost,
with Katana about the team dynamic. Katana imparts some sage advice, and then the sword speaks to Katana, and it's like, oh wow, I
thought that was a good moment for Katana.
That was a good moment because that's the only thing about Katana I know about Katana is she has the magic sword, and it's supposed to take the souls of the people she kills.
That's dope, man.
Yep. I bet the words that sword speaks are sharp.
Yeah.
They are sometimes they can be dull, but So I guess Duke and Cassandra are on some motorcycle joyride. Duke is having visions of now this is definitely Jeff. This is not definitely you got.
You know what the best part was? Duke was riding bitch. That was the best.
He was too.
Duke is having some visions of Karma, who I had to look up, and apparently this is like his type of Robin or something that got injured. Right?
What? What's your
I don't
question?
know. Okay.
I fell asleep
the character of Karma.
Yeah.
Was this Duke's like protege?
That's the dude that was in the beginning or that was in Brian Hill's Detective Comics run. He took Duke out. Duke was basically out of that entire run because Karma almost killed him.
And he talks about that.
Because the visions look like some guy from Metal Gear Solid, and I'm like, what?
I think it was a character that Brian Hill created.
Get to the freaking end,
dude. Yeah, we got to dial in these reviews, David. We need to talk about this off air.
Talk about the end.
All right. So after the visions, the Bat watches signal. Batman assembles the outsiders. Batman's like, hey, Gabriel is dead. Gabriel Ramos is dead. His daughter is missing. They have powers. You need to save Sophia, which is the daughter's name. Turns out her powers are linked to pain. Black Lightning doesn't trust Batman, but Katana wants to find the girl and challenges the team. Black Lightning kind of agrees and says because trusting your teammates is a thing that we should do. Then we go to Sophia at a train station. She gets a ticket to St. Louis, gets pulled into a bathroom by a guy named Caliber.
Cable. His name's Cable.
Yeah. Who's a man claiming to be from the future. And Sophia is Sarah Connor, apparently.
Dude, it doesn't come straight out and steal from Terminator, but yeah, it's pretty damn close.
It's pretty close.
And I loved it. I loved it because
they steal from everything.
Dude, yeah.
Cable.
So
you're done.
I'm done. Pretty much, I don't follow Detective Comics, so I didn't know what was going on. Obviously, I don't know who the characters.
You didn't need to know what was going on. You just didn't know who was who.
I didn't know who was who.
And that's okay. That's fine.
So I was not probably the best pick for this.
I read that Detective Comics run, but I don't think you needed to read that Detective Comics run to be in on this.
Because the only Batman book I am reading is just the Batman, the Batman.
That's cool.
So this is all new stuff to me.
But it's not even Batman. Is Batman even kicking it with him? Is he going to
Golly, I wonder if he's even going to be in this.
I hope not.
Yeah, I kind of like it better without it.
It's called Batman and the Outsiders.
I want it to be like, Batman is like Charlie from Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, just phoning in.
Hello, outsiders.
He actually did that on a couple of panels in this. He was just talking to him.
To do that.
But yeah, I don't want Batman in this. Batman's kind of a jerk to Jeffrey in this, dude.
Then it's Batman's Outsiders, not Batman and
I'm cool
the
with
Outsiders.
I'm still waiting for Patrick Swayze and Ralph Macchio to show up.
Oh, jeez.
Comics Miss Explained said, if you liked Hill's Detective Run, then you'll like this series. Better review than David just did.
Yay.
Dang.
I don't know why I'm on David. He's so nice to me usually.
I feel like I just stuck my head in the freezer because that was cold.
This was cool. I had a great time reading this. All fronts. I don't know if you noticed, there's that big 1-page spread of Batman jumping off and leaving the team behind, but his shadow made a bat on the. I mean, there's just little things like that.
He did that on purpose.
Of course he did. Batman's awesome. I can make my shadow.
There's nothing accidental about Batman.
He's pretentious like that.
He's the best at shadow puppetry ever.
Yeah, see him make a Bruce Wayne shadow jerk.
But I contend that the Gremlin from Gremlin 2 is better.
Dude, this felt like a freaking Marvel book by the end.
What?
It felt like a Marvel comic book.
I agree. I agree with Gaumer.
Of course you do.
Was straight out of a freaking Marvel book.
Yeah,
we got this apprehensive team who really doesn't want to hang out together. Most DC teams, they kind of want to hang out together. There might be one member of the team who's kind of against it, but in general, they all want to hang out. Marvel's always doing that stuff where you read New Avengers. They didn't want Wolverine on that team. The Savage Avengers, they're not even really a team yet. In this, the team feels flimsy and feels held together by nothing.
But that's what I like about it. Who likes the signal? Who likes the signal? Nobody likes the signal.
Nobody. Katana is nobody's favorite villain.
So Brian Hill has taken these bunch of B+ players.
Maybe.
And he's gonna run with it, and he's gonna create magic if you'll read it, man. His Detective Comics run was so good, and this is a continuation. I wish they had not delayed this. If this had came out right, I agree with what you say. You don't have to read the Detective Comics run, but if you did, this would have been great coming right out of it because it's just a continuation.
I would have helped you. It would have helped give me some context.
It's only 6 issues, I think.
And then and then the next issue in the back with the bullpen, the first question will be, when's the next Talking Balls?
But dude, I like this too. And me saying it felt like a Marvel book is not panning it at all. I think it works as exactly what it was, exactly how it was given to us. That whole time travel thing at the end, that's Cable. That feels like a Marvel thing, dude.
Yep.
They're going to go track this girl down and save her. She's the savior of the universe in the future. Dude, DC doesn't do stuff like that. And
they're saying that villain at the beginning, what was his name?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Ishmael. He's they're saying that he's kind of a ripoff off of Ahab.
Right?
From Marvel.
And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine.
That's the thing is you seem to like it, and then it feels like you were hating on it the whole time.
No, I'm not. I'm not hating on it at all. I loved it. The Terminator thing, I wasn't downing it because of that.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt like that was a bit of a pull from Terminator.
Yeah, it feeling like a Marvel book, that's not a bash on it. Batman being kind of a douche through it, that's not a bash on it. I'm supporting the rest of the team. Batman is
that's a bash on Batman, not the book.
Yeah, Batman is kind of a douche on this. He's like, I don't care about your team. The hell with your team. Do what you want with your team. Then why did you call this meeting, Batman? What the hell is your problem? Why are you giving us a mission if you don't care about us being a team? What's your deal, Batman? You jerk.
Yo, Bat Pickle, what's your deal?
But no, I love this. I thought it was great. $3.99. I'll say it.
It's no surprise to anybody. It's $3.99 for me.
Perfect book. I loved it.
I'll say $2.99.
I'm going to say $2.99.
Do you think that if Brian Hill was going to stay in comics, he could be the next big thing?
Yeah, he could get an event at
I
Marvel.
feel like he is so good.
He could take a crap team like this and make them compelling and readable.
Look what he did with Killmonger. I don't think anybody else on here read it. It was so freaking good.
I will make a proclamation on this on ComicCast to all of our single digit viewers. If he could make me care about the Signal, then I would concede like everything.
But are you going to read it?
Based on that, I'll tell you that I'll pick up issue 2.
There you go. That's huge.
I'll see how I feel after issue 2.
That's huge.
And maybe he'll stick around. Maybe, guy's just so good, man. He's gonna
move
writer.
on to TV, man.
I know, and that's his passion. That's what he wants to do. I get it.
I don't care what his passion is. What is our passion, Brian?
You know what's disappointing is I clearly love the guy, and to finally have him on the podcast one-on-one, just me and one of my favorite writers, and I don't check my microphone settings.
Yeah,
such
it's
trash.
It's still okay.
Such trash.
You got a recording out of it.
New comic
more
book
than
thing.
what I got.
Yeah, I love that. I'm like, hey guys, Brian Hill's coming on. You guys got to help me. I can't. I'm busy. Nope, can't. Won't be there. Sorry, I'm out.
Sorry.
Good luck. You're on your own.
Sorry.
New comic book
You did
day.
great, dude. You did awesome.
No, I didn't. It was pretty trash, but whatever.
We'll invite him back.
May 15th.
See, Comics Misexplained. It was a good interview.
Oh wow, you listened to it?
Of course he did.
We
everything we do.
We had a bond. We had a bond over Rocky IV, which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's the one with the robot, right?
That was in his Detective Comics run, David, if you had read it.
No, it was the one in Russia.
Oh. Robot.
The robot
may have been a robot.
The robot was in that one, dude. Come on.
No, I'm saying Drogo was the robot.
Drago, man.
I must break you.
Drago.
Drago.
And then this guy, Jeff, showed up. I don't know what happened.
No shit. And I didn't realize the Signal was going to lead a team. No, why are we not focusing more on that for this review?
Mixing up the two black guys.
Exactly, David. Mixing up the two black dudes in this comic. Come on, man.
Oh,
I say that's a testament to how bad the art is.
Oh man, slam!
I don't even know who this Dexter Soy is.
Dude, I thought he did great work, man.
I did pretty good too.
I didn't know who he was either.
I had to check out if I've even read some of the stuff from him before, and no, I haven't. So if this is how he does his artwork, I probably won't pick up this book.
Oh wow, really? It's the artist's fault that you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeffrey. And the Signal.
We had a book called Excellence, and I had no problem telling everybody apart.
Valid point, David.
Let's talk about our picks for Book of the Week poll this week. Adam, what are you putting on the poll?
Oh, we're going straight to the poll, not what we're excited about.
Yeah, we're out of time, bro.
After I went through and.
Oh my gosh! Do you want to tell me something you're excited about?
I'm excited about playing number 2.
David will want to do it. Then I'll want to do it.
What I'm putting on the poll is Giant Man number 1 by Leah Williams, Marco Castiello, Woo, Shell, Woo. So this is War of the Realms tie-in. Imagine that. On the shoulders of giants, at the behest of All Mother Freya, Fraser, Four men must rise to monstrous heights and infiltrate the most savage territory of New Jotunheim.
Nobody can pronounce any of that stupid ass Guardian crap, dude.
Jotunheim.
Jotunheim.
Svartalheim. Jotunheim, Florida. Rated T for teen. Jotunheim.
Jeez, man. I don't know if you need a nap or what you need.
Jotunheim. No, I don't need a nap. What I need is a Jotunheim.
Jotunheim. Sounds like coffee. I need a Jotunheim hot.
Oh,
extra
man.
soy.
You don't drink it hot.
Soy.
My
allergies
Extra,
are
extra
kicking up.
soy.
Jotunheim.
Bless you.
Awesome. There you
Did-
go. There's your
did
pick of the
what?
week.
Is Rusty? When'd you
My
move
pick
to
of the week?
Thor? When'd you move to Florida? Is Steve Rogers still in the Navy? I
Is your house on fire, Thor?
Is your house on fire, Thor? Oh, I love riding in Quinjets.
That's so spacey. All right. So, War of the Realms, Strike Force, War Avengers #1.
There you go.
Dennis Hallam and Kim Jacinko. This is something for me to wipe my ass with.
Oh my god.
What the heck, man?
Next, I'm just gonna ignore that comment. This could be the best book of the week. Something's gonna win.
We should all vote for that.
I
just on
am.
the
To
spot.
hell with you, David. To Jotunheim with you.
Stavengard.
My pick for next week's poll is Star Wars Age of Rebellion. Lando Calrissian #1 from Greg Pak, Matteo Buffagni, Terry Dotson and Rachel Dotson got a cover. Cloud City Blues. And this is all about Lando.
You know why David didn't pick that one? Because
Co-starring
he's
Lobot.
racist.
He did, yeah. He can't even tell Duke and Black Lightning apart from each other. Come on, bro. Duke wears yellow.
All right, I'm going with Last Stop on the Red Line #1 from Dark Horse Comics. Is this what everybody wanted to pick?
No.
Not really. It's the only thing of like there that's not Marvel.
Detective Migdalia Torres investigates a vicious strangling on a Boston subway car with no feasible leads. As potential evidence produces dead ends, Migdalia inadvertently takes in a vagrant named Yusuf, who may have supernatural connection to the crime at hand. This sounds all right. We'll check
I
it.
thumbed through it. It looks okay. You know what we need? We need a big reboot. We need a Marvel or a DC reboot. We need a fresh start. We need rebirth.
We need some #1s.
We need some #1s to talk about. A Flash #70 ain't gonna cut it every week, y'all.
Man, DC and Marvel should coordinate their reboots, and when they decide they want to do it again, they should have the next Marvel versus DC, and then lead into the reboot of both.
Oh, you just want an amalgam, dude. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Gomer just wiping his nose like he's not on camera.
Don't you wipe your ass?
I don't even care.
You wipe it. No.
I don't even care.
Oh,
I'll wipe my nose.
I'll stick my foot. I'll put my foot straight up your Jotunheim.
Yeah.
On that note,
my name is Jeff.
The problem with new comics is there aren't enough new comics.
Actually, Man Bear Pig, I did think about doing that.
The Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez book?
That one's the one that pissed me off so much.
Would it piss you off?
Because
why?
I'm a fan of AOC.
It's not a bad book though. It's not talking smack on her. I'm wiping my nose again. I got allergies.
Ah, come on, man.
I got allergies. Terrible allergies.
Wipe your
man.
Jotunheim.
My Jotunheim from my Smarnelheim. Got allergies.
Oh my gosh, what's bad is I looked at it on the camera and then I looked down at the chat and you're doing it again. It's like I can't get away from you wiping your nose.
I can't help it. Well, you want to just put hey.
That's what you've been doing, man.
Let me just point out your bodily functions.
My allergies are all over the place.
You're all muted. And on that note, that's going to wrap it up for ComicCast issue number 143. Be sure to hit up Dwayne's World of Comic Books and Games. We will be a day late next week. We'll be recording on Monday. So tune in 7 p.m. next Monday for ComicCast issue 144. For AKA David, for Gomer, and for Adam Wade Adams, I'm Boogie Bentley. See you guys next week.